Hello, so this evening I'm going to show you how to make the Wavy Boutique bow in the two-part method rather than making it in one solid boutique with the bit on top, and you should end up with some that look like this. This is a cute school one. It's got an organza layer rather than just a standard gross grain, and it's on a base bow pinwheel. Another one, another school one, like I said, super cute on a base pinwheel. Got a lovely under the sea theme one. This one has got, let's show you better, 4 spikes, and I'll put all the different sizes that you can make them in, but this is in 2-inch ribbon instead of 1.5, and this one's got 3 spikes instead of a base bow or 4. Okay, so I'm going to use 1.5-inch ribbon, and you need 4 pieces. So you want 2 black at 33 centimetres and 2 white at 33 centimetres, but you can do any combination. You can make in 1 colour, you can make in 4 colours, whatever you work, pattern plain, etc. So I'm going to do black and white today, and I'm going to do one side black on the outside, one side white on the outside, if that makes sense. So I've got everything pinned, so it's layered. Okay, and all I need to do is fold this in half. You do your pin right in the middle, and your pins are for lining up everything to get it all perfectly where we need everything to sit, because this is classed as a boutique style, and all of these, if you get one stitch wrong or you don't get things centered properly, the bow will not sit like this. So it should sit so it's sort of flat against your bench when you're done. So you can see it's all flat against the base bow. Okay, so like I said, 4 pieces layered, 33 centimetres each, pinned directly, folded in half, pinned directly in the middle. And then what we do is we bring them up so you get this shape. And to work out that you've got your overlap correct on this, you need a tape measure, and I'm working in centimetres. What you do, tape measure across the top, and what you want it to do is you want this bit to be 6 centimetres wide, and you pin right at your 3 centimetre mark. And that was my tape measure falling on the floor. And again, upwards, get ready to overlap. 6, pin together, at your 3 centimetre mark. So now you have both pieces looking like this. So what you do is you line it up so your pins are like so. So everything is lining up, and you will get this shape at the front, and currently this at the back. And what we do is we take that over like this, and repin directly over the pins. So you now have this, and when you turn it over, you can take that pin out, and you will have this shape. Okay, that's your back, that's your front. You should have those nice curved boutique looking loops. Okay, so like I said, you want it to look like it's going to be all one solid piece, because this bit's the bit that creates the wave. Okay, same again. I'm just going to move my pen because I got it on the wrong side for alignment. Okay, so take it. This is your shape, so you go from having it this way up, turn it over, bring your pin points together, so you get that. This is your back. Okay, now what you do is you hold this front bit, pull this over, reline it up, you'll get this. Take that bottom pin out, re-pin there, and then do this. Now if your front looks all sloppy like this, then you can just give it a little flip like that, then you get your shape all nice and ready. Now with these ones, they go like this. So I stitch, and I always stitch round, so I start from here and we'll go around here. Now ideally, to get these to line up right for your bumps, and I'll always tell you about your bumps, you should have 3 to 4 perfectly even bumps as you pull this together with your thread. So I start from beneath, right as the layer is 4 layers are coming together. So 1, 2, and you want 1 stitch to go all over your join layers. 3, 4, 5. And if you go in from below, you should be coming out from below. And the same as when if you go from above, if you come in from above, you should come out from above. Okay, and then repeat from above. 1, 2, 3, 4. Well, it's always 6. Okay. You get them together. As you can see, got your bumps in that one. Pin up. Got your 3 in that one. Okay. Now, some people make these separately and glue them together. I'm not one for doing that because I just don't feel like they're very secure. So I always do it this way, which is the round cinch method. Okay, so get your little tail. Do thread through the loop. And you pull it together and make sure your bumps are lining up. You see how the shape's starting to come together? Once you've got it nice and tight, all I do is throw a couple of stitches through the back. Okay. As I'm getting new to this, if you could like and subscribe to me as well, and I also have a Facebook page under the same name, and I have started doing some mini lives with just little bits of information whenever I've got my phone next to me as I'm making in my own stuff in the evenings. So feel free to join and come and watch what I'm doing or ask me any questions. I'm always willing to help where I can. Any information that I'll happily give to you all. That's why I started doing this in the first place, because one of my biggest bugbears when I first started learning was when everybody put up all these pretty bows and then didn't want to share how they'd learnt how to make them, because we all start in the same place, and if we're not sharing information, no one will ever learn, will we? So, okay, stitch it in there, and this is how your back will look. Sorry, so as you can see, when you put that on the desk, that's nice and flat. And this is your front. Okay, so I'm going to do a split tone pinwheel in order to for my back base bow or back bow. So I've already started on the template, but I'll show you how to do this. Just do my thread. Feel free to leave any comments on my videos. I will reply to any of them that I can, normally quite quickly. If there's anything you need more information on, or like if you don't quite understand how I'm explaining things, like I said, feel free to ask me. Okay, so I make most of my template pinwheels on templates because I just find it easier myself, and I've got a video on how to make cardboard versions, but I have wooden ones. So as you can see, I've got the black pinned just slightly over here, and what I've done is I've wrapped round the once and overlapped just ever so slightly over my middle here, and I've got my glue gun on. So you do, and this is purely so you can get your stitches through, so don't overdo it. And heat seal your white before you glue this down. Over equal amount. And then this is a base bow, so I was slightly overlapped by about ½ centimetre on these. And then that's over about the same on that side. And you get this, so like I said, half black, half white. That's your back, that's your front. Stitch together. Some crumb beneath. 1, 2, over. When you're doing split ones, always make sure you're going through both layers as you're stitching together, otherwise it will come apart and you don't want that. I'm sorry, I just went off camera for a second, sorry about that. I have been making bows for years. I'm still learning how to film myself making them for tutorials, so I will get there. I will always learn any skill that I want to master, but we all have to start somewhere, and like I said, at the minute I'm still learning some things, so bear with me. So on my template. will always be just me explaining things, because I'm not a big fan of the background music over videos. Cinch a little bit on my template. Slide it off between your hands, both sides. And just pull your cinch together. And then what I do, twist, twist, and get your perfect face swivel shape. Now we'll just stitch off in the back. If you ever heard that noise, that's just me hitting my desk lamp with my scissors. Now, in order to work out how much extra, or if you've gone the tails too long, what I do is align the top one with there, and I make sure I've got equal amounts overlapping on both sides. So as we know, that's only one sort of finger more. So we cut there. As you can see, far more even. And I like to do curved knees. Just gently round. Always remember to heat seal. Gently round. And seal. There we go. Nice base pinwheel. And again, a lot of the tutorials that you'll see, they will glue these layers together. Again, it's not something I do. I like to thread through and wrap round, so I feel like they're more secure and I feel like they lie together neater and more securely. So I do from the back of a pinwheel right through the centre, so it comes up like that. And then you get this right through the centre like that. And that looks cute. So pop that all the way through. So line up your bow just how you want it. So you can see as little or as much of the base bow behind as you want. Like I said, make sure it's nice and tight. Stitch off the back. Okay. So as you can see, it naturally wants to curl in a little bit. So, like I said, don't be afraid to adjust your loops to how they should sit. So your shape's how you want it. Okay. Okay. So, clip on. Like I said, you can line them. I'm not going to personally on this occasion. I have a new gun. It's a little bit temperamental. Excuse me a second while I get it. give it enough time to heat up. So I only got myself to blame for that one. Glue that on the back. I always like to have 9mm by. So 9mm. There, little dot there. Right in the middle on your clip, like so. Also add a touch of glue just there, just to keep it all nicely together. That. One rip all the way around, nice and tight. My middle, a 9mm slipped right through the middle and tried to separate the two pieces of the bow, so I've just had to push them back together like so. Finish wrapping properly. With these ones, again, because they're boutique and they don't always hold the shape entirely by themselves, don't be afraid to blast these with hairspray or some form of stiffener, whatever you prefer, and then let them dry out so that they sit how they should do. And there we go, as we can see.